5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay, so, in light of Avowed being announced, I think I'm going to finally finish these games. I never got around to doing it when they originally came out, and it's been years. I love this type of game, so I don't know why I never finished it, but screw it. Yeah, I forgot this is pretty in-depth. I'm going to pause the video while I do this, and then I'll just show what character I ended up creating. Okay, so this is Elvie the Elf. Stoic voice. I am going with extra perception from the white that wends. I am a rogue. Stealth and mechanics are what I'm primarily interested in. I tend to like characters that I can set traps and lead enemies into them. So I think the rogue fits pretty good with that. Yeah, I thought I picked mechanics for this. Oh, I guess that's not an option. Okay. So the rogue, self. Don't want aristocrat. Drifter. There we go. All right. So I think I'm done. Caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods, looming toward the black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you
Touch of
over.
the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Nods in my direction. Okay, Adema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfle. Carries an old sun-bleached bow. Okay, Sparfle nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Now, where do I find these berries?
Common around here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
You won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
He adds with a wink. Alright, who did build the
Got
ruins?
different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business. And
Okay.
not if the weather holds up.
There's concern in his tone, but he doesn't elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
These huge rocks coming up out of the
They
ground.
don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that. Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
Looks up on her own time. She needs to find some spring berries. Watch that she doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Okay, yep, that's fine. Party always consists of your character up to five additional companions. Man, I don't remember this. Well, the caravan is camped outside the Glenfathan ruins. Odem has signed Kalisa to help you. Kalisa is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defense. Use her abilities to complement your own. Okay, yeah, selecting, that's fine. Click anywhere, yep. When multiple, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character, select only that character. Yep,
Huh?
fine.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Most people are neutral or friendly. Select them. Greet you. Others will have large. Okay.
Huh?
See a man wearing a simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Yeah, let's see what you got. Probably don't need just standard early game type shit. Screw it. Should probably lead with my fighter. Exploration is key. Yep, I hear ya.
Huh?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay. Do I need to... Oh. It's not like an RTS where
Yeah?
left click selects, right click moves, but instead of right click also doing an action, it's left click again. Back the way we
Yeah?
came, yep.
We shouldn't stray too far. Let's check by those outcroppings.
Okay, combat uses pausable real time. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, resume real time to see your orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing. Yep, simple enough. So I'm gonna run up with her. And then you do a crippling strike on this little bastard. Let's do it. One of your characters has been engaged. When the characters are engaged, they immediately stop moving. They move again, they will provoke a disengagement attack. From the enemies engaging them, your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate. Okay. All characters in the game, friend and foe, have 4 primary defenses against attacks: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, level, items, and other effects. Accuracy is compared to the appropriate defenses when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the targeted defense, the attack suffers a penalty to the roll and is more likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above the targeted defense, the attack is more likely to result in a crit. Okay, so it's pretty standard stuff, but you guys are all different people now. Okay, damage reduction. Yeah, this is like fairly standard shit. No, I told you to get him. Do we need wolf hides? Why not?
Yeah?
Hmm?
Huh?
I keep forgetting I'm a rogue, so let's do some scouting. Let's play this right. Aha.
Steady does it.
What you need?
Huh? Huh? Huh?
My only complaint about playing stealth characters is you'd think like out of combat
What you need?
they would still move pretty quickly because it can get tedious like staying in stealth mode.
Yeah?
What you need?
Get it. Scouting mode is used for both stealth and for finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character's selection circles start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Alright, that's fine. Character's ability to find hidden objects based on mechanic skill, which I have pretty decent mechanic skill. Toward a character accelerates how quickly they will detect you. If you actually touch the selection circle of a character with your own, you will immediately be detected. This is left click, right? Yeah, stealth kill, motherfucker. Alright.
Huh?
Okay, the corpse is cold to the touch and a ripe smell wafts from it. A putrid waves, a dark crusted blood stain besmirches its simple linen clothing.
What you need?
Leather armor is medium. Lockpick.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm wearing light armor. Probably want to stick with that. Let's have my little piggy follow me.
What you need?
Huh? Huh?
Okay, so I can't go that way.
What you need?
Yeah?
What you need?
Hmm?
Hmm?
Huh? Hmm? Nice and slow.
What you need?
Now, if I remember this from years ago, yeah, tab. Yeah, I knew I left these on for a reason.
What you need?
Hmm?
What you need?
Huh?
Not good.
Found something.
Okay. Disappointer. Unique pistol, two-handed, very slow. Lay-in clothing. No damage reduction. Recovery speed 0. What I'm wearing has, okay, lower recovery speed. Tricorn hat. That's come in many different shapes. Okay, it's just a hat. Gon's Pledge. This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from a myriad of perils that plague the world of Eora. An aspect of the god ethos. Gon represents the harvest of old age, symbolized by the many interlocking sickles form the ring. Okay, so I guess it just helps me out when I rest, protects me, I guess. Like not wearing anything. I mean, this seems like, wait, cool. Interesting. Let's go with the recovery speed. Like I'm a rogue, so I should probably be,
What you need?
Yeah?
more of a glass cannon type character. Footprint around the campfire are distinct. May have been here for days.
Keeping quiet.
Yeah, I gotta remember my
What you
hotkeys.
need?
Make life easier.
Yeah?
What you need?
Hmm?
It doesn't look like anything's down here.
Huh?
Seeing shit around here. Alright. Let's go head back then. There's gotta be an encounter around here. I mean, I think I got my plant, right? No. Okay, sudden sickness. Collect some spring berries. I already did.
What you need?
Huh?
Alright, I'm gonna pause the video while I look around. Okay, I thought I already picked these up, but maybe not. Okay, you're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wanderer, the way I hear it. Sort of thing tends to happen with orphans. Yeah, how's it you happen to come here? Burn down the orphanage. That's not your business, motherfucker. Suit yourself. Can't very well force you to have a personality, can I? Kalisa breathes in her surroundings. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radrick's offer makes a girl think, I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? I hadn't given it much thought. No harm in that, might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Just looking for adventure, man. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out on unexplored places as long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Demo will give me an earful. Let's be on our way back. What can you tell me about the Direwood? Not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. Alright, I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now. Somehow it's getting worse. Fewer kids? It doesn't bother me. Okay, with an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Alright, let's go back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like. He feels when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get your water.
Yeah? Steady does it.
Okay, that must be what triggers an encounter.
Went hunting. At least you left the water skins. Come on.
Huh?
Crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water where Kalisa waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look sharply towards the tree line. Gained an item quest, full water skin added to the stash. Out of the trees emerges Sparful, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. No longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait. Stride wobbly as he moves forward toward you with a labored breath.
Sparful, are you all right?
Sparful's toe catches a rock and he collapses forward in a heap. Feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. So much for sneaking.
Ambush!
Okay, well, what we'll do is we will tag team this motherfucker. You have anyway. Knock down. Sure, you knock him down. Did I tell you to do this? Yes. Now, I do have this on hard right now.
Huh?
Sure if I know what the dots mean, if it's health or what.
Huh? Mm-hmm. Huh?
Click and drag seems to be like hitching for me. I don't know if it's my mouse or the game. Now I already forget. Let's try this shit out.
Huh?
Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited to penetrating an enemy's damage reduction. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain. Alright, that's fine. So who... Somebody complaining or what? Alright. I'm not sure I like this gun. Let's just go for it. Beat your ass! Hatchet one-handed, or pike slow. Interrupt is weak. Range 1.75 meters. Alright, well, let's take all this shit. Hide armor. Damage reduction 5. So that's what I already have. I mean, let's bring it to sell or whatever. And this also reminds me, let's try the bow instead of this gun. $19 to 26 pierce damage. Yeah, this is very slow.
Huh?
All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisa puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away a poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads. Do they mean backs of heads? Jerking their axes from bodies as if to half-split logs. As if from. I can't read. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard, tassels with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Heirin, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Just passing through. You now have one rank in a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality through the world. And seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations will bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity. If your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order, respectively. For the main character only, their dispositions will modify the effects of holy radiance for priests, faith, and conviction for paladins. Okay, well, I'm none of those. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Only a fool attacks a weak when a stronger one yet lives. Put down my weapons. No, I don't think that's... Courage is a mask. Man's brow creases, questioning. We have killed many trespassers like you. Kills are sloppy. The wounds of these people are inefficient and off target. This is the work of untested men accustomed to carelessness. Man bares his teeth. He looks at Hayden helpless, his eyes shut tightly for the killing blow. The man spits. We'll see whose courage is a mask. He shoves Hayden towards you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hayden's torso. Hayden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Let's try and take this guy out first. I'll take you over to help out Hayden. Stab this mofo. Wait, what the hell? Ouch, when a party member is reduced to 0. But who'd they take out? Oh, was it Hayden? They're knocked out. If this means they are out of the fight, as long as your side is victorious, they will regenerate their endurance. Combat ends, even though endurance regenerates after combat. Health does not. Keep an eye on the bar to the left of a character's portrait. Okay, so this is endurance. Now, to prevent them from becoming maimed or killed. Did one of my people go down? Oh, yeah, he did. I thought that was him for a second. Oh, man. Well, so much for this encounter. Let's try this again. Much better. Okay, your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible breath, barely audible beneath his choked sighs. A whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I'm ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels though it's rending you apart from within. Seated against the wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bow, Adema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open. He looks directly at
Get
you.
inside! Run!
Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up to the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. He nears the face of the rock. One of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Hayden and topples him to the rocky ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind from your position. If you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. I don't have the dexterity. Throw it, screw it. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing the other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet, inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Aiden's jaw tightens and he nods. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.